What is up guys, Joel here, back with another video, and the next generation iPhones are finally here. This is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and today we'll be taking a look at it, unboxing it, giving you my first impressions of it, and comparing it to the previous generation iPhone XS Max to see if you should even bother to upgrade. Of course, we will begin this unboxing by taking a look at what comes inside the box of the iPhone 11 Pro Max, because there is something new finally that you should know about. First, we get our literature, which is going to be a quick start guide, warranty information, and of course, Apple stickers. Next, you get some ear pods, which are wired with the lightning connector since iPhones haven't had a headphone jack for years now. Don't confuse these with AirPods. You don't get wireless headphones in the Pro models, unfortunately. But there is a new type of cable here in the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is a USB-C to lightning cable, so slowly Apple is transitioning all into USB-C, and alongside that, you also get an 18-watt USB-C wall adapter, which actually is a big upgrade compared to the old school 5-watt charger we have been getting for so many years now. So if you opt to get the iPhone 11 Pro or this iPhone 11 Pro Max, you will get the new USB-C 18-watt charger to take advantage of the fast charging capability. And actually, fast charging has been available ever since the iPhone 8, and it took them a few years to finally include something like this in the box. Now you will instantly notice the three-eyed monster, aka the cameras on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is one of the biggest visual differences between last generation's iPhone XS Max and this new 11 Pro Max. The XS Max had a dual 12 megapixel wide and telephoto camera setup, while the new 11 Pro Max has a triple 12 megapixel wide telephoto and new ultra wide camera setup. Now with this new triple camera on the Pro Max, it brings also a new night mode, which gives you a big improvement when it comes to low light photos. I did a quick test, but I wanted to wait on this and do a full camera test video. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that, and definitely hit that like button, and maybe we'll even compare the two as well. But here's a quick photo of using the three cameras, including the ultra wide camera, which is probably one of my favorites already. I've always been a fan of ultra wide cameras, but also comparing it to the iPhone XS Max, which one do you think is better? Now I did try the night mode, and it was really impressive, to be honest. The way it was able to capture photos even if there's hardly any light on, like this one here was in a kitchen that I turned off the lights and tried to snap a photo, and it still looked like there was light, which is pretty crazy. I want to get more in depth into the night mode feature and see how it performs with more samples, but we'll save that for another video. Let me know if you want to see that by hitting that like button below. But aside from the triple camera on the back being one of the biggest differences, another difference is on the front facing camera, because it did get upgraded as well now to a 12 megapixel true depth camera on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So this is jumping up from a 7 megapixel true depth camera to now a 12 megapixel. And with this new upgraded camera, not only will you step up your selfie photo game, but also your selfie videos, because it is now capable of shooting up to 4K video at up to 60 frames per second using the front facing camera as well. And if you want to take a selfie video, it's also capable of doing slow motion. When taking selfie photos though, it is able to get a little bit more in the picture, so you have more of a wider angle camera. When you turn your device into landscape mode, it'll widen up the shot, or you can just simply press the button right here when you are taking a photo vertically. It's a cool feature, so that's there as well. Now the display got a very minimal upgrade. It is still the same 6.5 inch display, but the iPhone 11 Pro Max is going to have a brighter display that'll max out at 800 nits of brightness, where the last generation iPhone XS Max maxed out at 625 nits of brightness. So with this brighter display, it's going to help out, especially when you're outside directly in the sun, trying to view your phone, and also give you a better viewing experience when you're watching videos or reviewing photos. Also, the contrast ratio has doubled on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, as it now has a 2 million to 1 contrast ratio, where the XS Max had a 1 million to 1 contrast ratio. But it still has the same resolution of 2688 by 1242 pixels at 458 pixels per inch, and it has the same wide color and true tone display. It's still capable of displaying HDR content, but with these minimal changes, Apple did rename it to now a Super Retina XDR display, where before it was called a Super Retina HD display. To simply put it, the screen is still a nice screen. But one of the things that you may notice when actually using the new iPhone 11 Pro Max, if you're a big fan of it that is there is no longer 3D touch on the new Pro Max. Instead, it is replaced with haptic touch, which is what the iPhone XR had last year and still has it this year on the iPhone 11 and also now the 11 Pro models. Now, 3D touch allowed apps to respond to a press of strong pressure on the screen, so the harder you press, the more options you would get, or there would be different shortcuts, different functionalities. And it's probably something I use quite often when in mail or text messages or on the browser. And it's been around ever since the iPhone 6S. So 5 generations later, they have removed it and replaced it with haptic touch. So instead of applying pressure on the screen to get different shortcuts and such, it is now a long press and you get those same shortcuts, but it seems to take a split second longer. You will feel vibration and it feels sort of like 3D touch, but I may miss this feature. But let me know, were you a fan of 3D touch or you just didn't care to use it? Performance wise, the iPhone 11 Pro Max did get the new A13 Bionic chip with its 3rd generation neural engine. So as we always expect, it's going to have the new processor, better performance. But if you are into Geekbench scores, here's a Geekbench score comparing the iPhone XS Max to now the 11 Pro Max. Performance wise, you can just see in numbers how it outweighs the last generation model with the new A13 Bionic chip in this Pro Max. But as far as battery goes, the iPhone 11 Pro Max will give you an extra 5 hours of battery compared to the XS Max. So this is a pretty huge difference. 5 hours of extra battery, that's kind of a big deal. So during my experience of using the XS Max, I could go close to a day of usage, but definitely cannot go a full entire day from waking up to the time I go to sleep at night. I would still have to at least charge it a little bit, or I'll be close to dead at night before I go to sleep. And that's why I use the smart battery case so often as well with my iPhone XS Max. But now that the iPhone 11 Pro Max has a pretty substantial difference in battery life, it might be worth getting the largest model this time around, because I always saw it as if you get the biggest model, you'd get the best battery life, which wasn't the case in the past years, especially last year with the iPhone XR. That one had the best battery life out of all of them, but now it seems like the Pro Max will have the best battery life. So if you do go for the largest model this year, you're definitely not going to miss out. Now the iPhone 11 Pro Max also has a new U1 chip with ultra wideband positioning. So this means it gives you the ability to determine each other's locations, like more accurate Bluetooth, and also improvements with AirDrop. So it'll give a better sense of devices around. And speculations are that they included this chip as well for a new device that Apple is coming out, which are going to be Bluetooth trackers. So we'll see in the future if that's the case, but it does have this new U1 chip built inside the phones. Now the iPhone 11 Pro Max, it's still splash, water, and dust resistant. It can withstand up to 4 meters, up to 30 minutes, where the iPhone XS Max only had up to 2 meters, up to 30 minutes. So the water resistance and such has gotten improved on the new iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, a few extra details on the iPhone 11 Pro Max is that it does have Wi-Fi 6, so the next generation of Wi-Fi is built into it. So if you have a compatible router, you'll be able to take advantage of the better Wi-Fi connections. Now the new Pro Max does have like a frosted matte finish, which I am a big fan of now because it does give you a better grip over last year's all glass back. But alongside this new frosted matte finish, the Pro Max also got a little thicker and a little heavier. But the reason it is heavier is because of course the bigger battery and the upgraded internals. So I would take a heavier phone and thicker phone if it means that I'm gonna get better battery life. Now I did pick up a green leather case to match the midnight green color on this 11 Pro Max. And just in case you're wondering, this is what it will look like And I did get this other case, so shout out to Nomad. They make pretty dope cases in case you're interested. I'll leave a link down below, but they did send out their new cases for this Pro Max. And just if you're curious, the new cases for the new iPhone models do fit previous models because it does have a cutout for the camera. You just have extra empty space because of the larger cutout. But other than that, those are the main differences between last year's XS Max and the new iPhone 11 Pro Max. So with all these small changes, does it make you want to upgrade from your current phone to the new iPhone 11 Pro Max? And if so, which feature is making you want to switch? I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section below, but as always, if you did enjoy this video, definitely let me know by hitting that like button, as it not only lets me know that you enjoyed it, but it also shows support to the channel. Also, if you're not yet following on social media like Twitter, Instagram, and things like that, I'll leave those down below in the description. That way you can follow me. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on there. I'm always responding to your guys' questions and comments and DMs. So feel free to hit me up on those. And lastly, if you feel like being awesome, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. There are new videos coming out on the iPhone 11 because I did pick that up as well. So be sure to hit that notification and subscribe button. That way you won't miss out on that video. And also I did get the Series 5 watch. So if you're interested in the Apple Watch Series 5, stay tuned for that as well. Let me know what you'd like to see on either of those videos in the comments. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate your support very much. And I'll catch you all on the next one. All right. Peace.